bring them in then. You wanted to see me, boss? I brought you in because we've now just released our very first R-rated fixed film animated movie. So, how are the reviews coming in? The reviews. Sony. Everyone hates it. Like, we've delayed Spider-Man, we've delayed a bunch of other animated movies. I mean, apparently now the internet's thinking there's a rumoured Hotel Transylvania movie. What we're gonna do with that then? Well, here's my thought. Sounds like that's their problem. We think the audience loves it. If they hate it, that's on them. And for the Spider-Man movie, we might consider delaying that again till 2028 because of the actors, behaviour on X right now. And for that, nothing's happening with Hotel Transylvania. So let that out as an article right now. I mean, sir, are you not listening to everyone on the internet? Or even anyone at all? First, you're saying you want to delay Spider-Man. Now you're ignoring the fact that people hate our very first R-rated animated film. And now a bunch of other stuff. What do you want me to do for that sake? Well, here's what I want you to do. Put out an article denying any rumours of the next animated films, which are clearly not happening. Second, go and get me a lawyer for all the stuff, for all the publicity. You know what the word I'm trying to say. Make sure I get a lawyer for all the false reviews, and make sure you pay for reviewers to say it's good about our film. Capiche? Okay, I'll do your stupid article, okay? Now do the other stuff here. Now put out my list of to-do for today. For heaven's sake, I wish I worked back at Marvel. Get my old job back. Who summoned me? No! Hello everyone, you're only Max Danger here. Today is the review for Sony Pictures' first animated R-rated movie called Fixed. And with these movies, the normal animated movies, the PG rating, or for all the kids and stuff, normally those have really good storytelling. Some are great, some others mediocre. And I've just watched Sony's Fixed just today. And the fact that it was on Netflix, and this was a bizarre move for Sony to try and do. Because normally Sony just goes straight for animated movies to go to the cinema. I guess they must have dodged a bullet with this film because it's terrible. It's terrible in every way. Now, I don't mean terrible in the sense of, certain aspects I'm going to explain later, but it's terrible in the sense of some unnecessary moments. And that it's probably a safe movie on Netflix. And it felt like that too. And so, let's get into the first segment of this video, where I'll be going through the characters of the film. So with it being obviously the first animated R-rated movie from Sony, when that first trailer dropped, the internet went mental. Everyone started hating on it, the weird animation they gone for it, basically the whole premise. And I can't lie, I thought this was going to be a flop. If it was, until obviously the first thing that popped up was Netflix, and which was very odd for Sony to to move from an animated movie from cinema to streaming. And I mean, it's not like the only thing they haven't done. I know they've probably done like other like type of other animated films for streaming on specific different IPs, but for this one in particular, this one felt very random, and I feel like this has no audience at all. Like, it's not like a normal film, and I highly recommend to just like expect the unexpected with this film, because there was just so many moments with characters in this film which were just so out of place and just like a very mediocre story as well. And so the characters, you have Bull, then you have like a massive like I'm not the best with dog breeds, so just bear with me and all that. You had Idris Elba voiced by one of the dogs, and then you had a few other ones. I thought that Idris Elba put more effort in this voiceover film than he's done in any other previous films, and he was actually quite good. Like the only positive out of this, him and I think, if I remember, the voice actor who played Bull, I think it's the actor who was in Modern Family, the boyfriend, not the Dylan, but the other one, Andy. I think it's him, I think, because I recognised the voice straight away at the few minutes of the film. I recognised the voice, I just couldn't tell until the end credits, and it was him. So that was actually a surprise that he actually tried to go for this film in particular. But why go for a film that has certain tropes and just with a terrible script as well? Like, it sounded like they try to put effort and then exaggerate it too much to the point where it's like, what? Like, the whole film was shock factor because it's called Fixed. Obviously, I'm not saying for YouTube reasons, but dogs, you know what, and all that, carry on, and you get the whole picture of the film. And then you have like the love interest and of another dog, and you know, just all the characters just felt weird. And then you had like ones midway through the film which were very bizarre, which was shown in the trailers and all that, and those were just like small parts, and they weren't relevant to the story. It was just more like there. And then, you know, to the story itself, the story is very basic. Like, it's basically like 24 hours until like something happens and it's farewell to something. But the issue with the story, with the film, is the pacing as well. It's so rapid, like it goes quick, has no moment to breathe. So you're just watching like shock factor and the story at the same time. You're seeing like all the weird things going on mixed with the story they're trying to tell, because it's slow paced at the first half, but once it hits like the 10 or 15 minute mark is when the entire movie just goes up, and it doesn't know when to slow down. Like, I try to like watch it and I was struggling because I was like, oh god, you know, like the general audience would be. And it may interest other people, you know, in terms of like for like YouTuber reactions and other things that may happen in the next coming of months with the film, you know, with all the YouTubers that make reaction channels with watching films and stuff. Without a doubt, this film's going to get that. But I don't think it will be like the way where they'll be like, oh, that was awesome. It'll be more like, ew, what did I just watch? Like, even like to the point where I just want to wash my face and get rid of what I just watched. Like, it was that bad. Like, it was just awful. Like, the story again was just like, main character, happy life, beginning. Midway, or first quarter, realizes half the movie, partying, chaos. Finale is just similar but different, but just like into like happy ending as well. Like there's a happy ending, because when you watch Fix, like obviously you would expect like R-rated, so you would think they would go pretty dark with this film. They do go dark into certain themes. I think the themes in this film were just a bit weird. And obviously it does kind of play with like a little bit of like when you have a dog, cat, or something, because it is a bit of a weird idea. It was interesting in certain parts of the film, but I just don't think it had that level of explaining it in certain scenes and all that. But it was just, again, it's an animated film. It's a cartoon animated movie. And again, like, that's probably gonna turn away a few people, is probably like the uproar of like stuff thrown at you. And I think it might sit well with others, but might not with a massive majority. And I'm looking forward to seeing what the score is on Rotten Tomatoes and all the movie outlets, because it's just ridiculous. The film itself, it's just stupid. Like, one movie which, God forbid, I'm not going to review is War of the Worlds. Try to watch it. Watch the entire thing. I refuse. It's the only movie on this channel I am not going to review because it does not deserve one. In fact, Amazon does not deserve a review off me, personally. Just with that movie in general, because you have to remember that was 5 years ago. It's 2025 now, so yeah. And then in terms of the film Fixed, in terms of like the overall, I think it's just dependent on how many views it gets on Netflix, because again, you don't know of the Netflix numbers, you don't know how if it's even going to perform well, but I've got a feeling it's just going to be a flop of viewership, because I don't think that many people are going to watch it. Like, again, as I mentioned earlier, it might interest YouTubers to do reaction channels and all that, but I don't think it'll be that big of a film to more externally on YouTube or Twitch or other platforms, because it's not that big of a film. Like, the way the trailer came like a few months ago was just a simple trailer. Like, there was no marketing, there was no hype for it. Like, there was absolutely nothing for it. Like, there was just like no trailers, no ads or promotion for it. Like, it was just nothing. And again, this film just had so many issues with its pacing. Like, again, as I said, the first quarter is a slow burner. Then after that, off the rails throughout the entire movie. And it was just a weird one. But yeah, and that was just a bizarre movie. And just with like my rating at this point, this film is probably just gonna get a 1.5. Like, it's terrible. The only thing I can only say for positive was just like the voice acting was on point. Like, I know there's like not a massive debate, but there's a little debate online where the voice acting is terrible in the trailers and all that. When you watch the film, the voice acting is fine. Like, there's no issue with it. And I think that was one of the complaints people were talking about. And this film, the voice acting's great. Like, it's the only positive I can think of. Is like everything's in sync. It's not like perfect, but it's watchable to the point where you're just in it for like just to sit down and just watch something random. You know, like, it's Netflix. Netflix are always putting something random, ads, new stuff on every week. You know, murder documentaries or documentaries on WWE, because now WWE's on Netflix now, and all this other stuff. So yeah, Netflix with their usual stuff. But other than that, this is my review. And before I go, I have a bunch of stuff I'm not going to show, but I am off somewhere on Sunday. And before I close the video, this is going to be just a little extended like conversation here. is that there's going to be a few things going to be happening. And I know it's been about 4 months since I uploaded. And that's just because just a lot of stuff going on in general. And again, like, it's understandable because you're a patient for a video or something. And I get that. I get the sense. And I understand. But I think now I'm back up. I'm going to go back to uploading. I'm going to do more of these reviews. More of those funny, like, intros and stuff. Because I know you're into the daft intros. I just hope one day there's a whole TikTok compilation of my intros one day. Because that would make me laugh if they ever hit off one day. Because I would love that. But other than that, yeah, there's a massive thing happening on Sunday. I'll be off somewhere. And it's probably going to be one of the big videos as well. And the tiniest little update, the Max film is going through a bunch of stuff in terms of story changes. But other than that, nothing in the blink of it is major. Like, there's nothing massively changing in general. In terms of the channel now, in the state as it is, the uploads are going to be back. At the moment, it's been hot here in the UK. It's been boiling, like 20, 21. Like, again, I'm used to the heat. I know some of us in the UK complain, but I'm one of the ones that is used to it. So, yeah. But yeah, other than that, get ready for a bunch of new stuff coming up on Max Danger 2.0 and 2.0 within its own thing now that I'm going to be starting to release sooner than later Max and the Nebulous. And all I'm going to say is, for that, enjoy to laugh out loud with me and Nebulous Voider's shenanigans in this project. Because it's going to be a fun one to watch when it comes out. And I'll see yous in the next video. Danger out.